Sorry, I was passing by, overheard your conversation, and saw your light on. Is that okay?
My name is Nina Tarovsky, and I'm the one of the assistant directors on this play. It's very interesting working on a new play because the play, like the version of the script we're working on right now is not where we started, and it constantly changes, and it's very interesting discovering the play in the rehearsal process. So that's been really interesting working on it. So one of the things that is different, like how it develops, is that when we put it in a rehearsal room, it's very different than when it's on paper. For example, there are things that on paper look great, like if a character dies on stage and then they're dead for the whole scene. It looked great on paper, but then it doesn't really work when you put it on stage because you have to act around this body that's just on stage. And so it's been really interesting where we're discovering things as we're staging it and things that don't work, and we have to change and shift around to make it work better. It's been very interesting. It's cool that we get to ask questions because a lot of the time when you work on a play that's already established, the playwright isn't able to be there, or sometimes because they're dead or and so you can't really ask any of the questions from the playwright themselves, and you can't know the intent of the playwright. And it's been really interesting because when we have questions that arise, we are able to be like, Mary, what were you intending with this scene? And then we get to have a deeper conversation about how the character, with the actors and with the director and the playwright. And so that's been great. Yeah, we have a guest director and a guest playwright. It's been amazing. I'm learning so much. I feel like it's good to have an outside perspective from the Emerson bubble because sometimes we get very locked in the Emerson bubble and we're all just in the bubble. I'm repeating bubble a lot, but it's great to have an outside perspective and to learn more things, I guess. So I'm the assistant director on the show, and it's been really great. It's been great working with the director and the playwright, and basically my role is being there for to offer any ideas, to be part of conversations, to take notes if the director needs me to. Basically anything the director needs me to do, and it's been really fun because I get to really be part of the process and be part of those conversations and the development of the play. Yeah, so this play takes place between Act 1 and Act 2 of the original Shakespeare's play, The Winter's Tale, and it takes place in the 16 years, 16 winters between the two acts. And so it kind of explores the lives of characters between those two acts and what they went through and how their relationships have been developing. And although it is fills in the gap of 16 years in the Shakespeare's play, and it very much is based on the original characters and on the original story, it still is its own story, and Hermione in this play is not the same Hermione as in the Shakespeare's play, for example. And although it is part of it, it very much stands on its own because the stories are their own stories.
I'm actually poor.
for me, it's very exciting because I just love not spin-offs. I love adaptations of Shakespearean works. I've worked on one, the first play I worked on ever. It's called Wrought from Beneath, and it was an adaptation of Hamlet. And right now I'm working on 16 Winters, which is an adaptation of The Winter's Tale. And that is something I'm very interested in because it takes something that's like very timeless and like Shakespearean and brings it into present time. So that's been one really cool thing. Also, a lot of the play, the stories are about self-discovery, and I think that theme is very relevant for me right now, and just in general, like self-discovery is a very big thing right now. And also, it mentions that winter a lot, and right now it's literally snowing outside, so